everybody, it's Kelly. Have you ever heard anybody in your life say that they wished it was Thursday and not Friday? I have been trying to catch up all week, and every single day I've been at the vet. Today I already dropped off Maisie. She's getting her dental work done today. And Mia goes in to get her stitches out from her surgery last week at 12. And then Winston has to go to the doctor at 1 because he's licked a little sore on his paw. Probably from boredom, because he says, "Mommy, you're not paying any attention to me, so I'm just going to lick a little sore spot on my paw and upset you and make you take me to the doctor." So that's what he did, and I think he may have an ear infection from a bath my son gave him, but I'm not sure. I didn't put that drying stuff in his ear right after, and that's shame on me. So he's going to go in and just get checked. He's due for his heartworm test anyways, and I might as well just get that done. So all my dogs have been seen by the doctor, and all the cats have been seen by the doctor. Ha. Who can say that all 7 of their animals have been seen by the doctor already? Wait, 7? No. 8. I missed one. Okay. I promised my friend Danielle a video on, I think she wants a video on, oh God, my mind's blank now that I've made all these funnies, the sunscreen. And so the sunscreen, because I know that some of you don't use makeup, including her, which you probably have gorgeous skin and you probably don't need to, instead of all of this pigmentation around your face like I do, and I need to hide it. I have a couple here. Now I didn't get, I didn't go overboard and get a whole bunch. I've done that before, and I have decided that these are my favorites. So I'm just going to go through, and instead of saying this one's not good, but this one's great, but this one's not good, but this one's great, I'm going to show you all my favorites that I like, and a new one that's just come out. So I haven't had any makeup on today because I'm going to put one of them on. I've only got 2, but actually my Murad moisturizer, my Perfecting Day Cream, has an SPF of 30. So looky there, I'm already protecting my skin with just a moisturizer. So if I don't feel like going out during the day and I'm in the backyard and I'm doing something back there in the front yard, Nala's tired, then I don't have to wear, you know, too much of a sunscreen. I could still use a lot of more sunscreen than the 30 SPF. Now, the other one that I really like that I used to use a lot under my makeup, in fact it's almost gone, is the Neutrogena Age Shield Face Oil-Free Control Sunscreen, and this is an SPF of 110. Now I know everybody's worried about the white sheen that goes over your face when you put these sunscreens on. I did not have a white sheen with this. It really sunk into my skin really well. It's actually an anti-aging protectant, and it's water resistant for 80 minutes. So if you want to go swimming, there it is, you got it. And I really never had any problems with anything of this. I didn't have problems breaking out, which I have been a lot lately. I think my whole woman earth is changing here over here. I'm going through a lot of different things, like before I start my period I'm having wicked headaches, or I have some ailment before my period and it's awful, and not much helps me. I'll take, you know, the only thing that really helps me for my headaches is that Excedrin migraine. I mean, that stuff will help, but it's not an all-day medication, so I have to keep it up. But this stuff is wonderful. If you really want a good sunscreen on your face, this stuff is absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend this. Now, What I have been using lately, and this is new out by Bare Minerals, so if you're a Bare Minerals fan, you may like this. This is an SPF of 50, and this is called the Prep Step. So not only is it, see, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make a sunscreen, a facial sunscreen, into a primer. So you get both effects. So you have to really shake this well. And there is no white tint off of this at all on your face. It sinks in really well. Let's see, what else can I tell about this? Blend evenly into skin after normal skin care. So I have already going on an 80 SPF with my moisturizer, and now I'm going to add a 50. And what this says is Prep Step products are formulated to smooth and ready skin for a flawless makeup application while addressing skin specific needs. So this has skin conditioners to leave skin feeling soft and smooth, which it does. The lightweight lotion feels more like a nourishing skincare product than a greasy sunscreen, and that is definitely true. Unique micro-encapsulated pigments transform the white and silky lotion into a lightweight makeup base that blends beautifully with your skin tone and dries to an invisible finish. Skin is left feeling smooth, protected, and perfectly prepped for foundation. And this is all true. I've tried it already once, and I had absolutely no problem. I did not wear a primer under my makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, this is not too creamy. It is actually kind of watery, but you know when you put it on, you can definitely feel it on your skin. It's not silicone-y at all, although there might be a little bit in there. But this stuff is going to be my new, I don't know if it'll be my new primer, but it's definitely going to be going on my skin every day for the sun. Bare Minerals really came out with something good when they brought this out. And it looks like it's got little beads in it, like little tiny micro blue little tiny beads, but they're not beads and it does not feel rough. So you just kind of really smooth that on. Your face is left feeling very silky, and it also helps with skin tone. So if you don't wear makeup, and let's say you do have a couple skin tone issues that, you know what, it doesn't bother you, but if this could help you and it could totally make your skin clearer than what it is from those skin tones, why not? Why not just do it? So it dries really quickly, it sinks into your skin. As you can hear, I do have my fan on because I have to. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Olay Regenerist. I love this stuff. Oh, boy, that just came out. I love this stuff. When I look back at my videos, I feel like I look really weird without that. You know, I've had these lines, the squinty lines, forever, it seems like. And I have a little, you know, double chin here going on, so I gotta, that one doesn't hide as well as my squinty lines, of course, because, you know, it wants to let everybody know, hey, look at me, I'm starting a double chin. I'm trying to get rid of that. How do you get rid of a double chin? You have to lose weight, right? Okay. Excuse me. I had a no-no donut this morning and I shouldn't have had it, but it looked so good and I bought them yesterday, and even though it was stale, it still tasted good. Okay. I was in a rush trying to get my poor little Maisie out the door so she could go and get her dental, and then my daughter tells me, oh Mom, I have to work all day because someone called in sick. And I'm like, oh crazy. Now I've got to go pick her up and she's gonna be so sore, and I just, oh, I hate when I have to do things like this. It's just sad. I hate when my animals have to be away from me, and I don't know what's going on at the doctor, and I mean, I know they're in good hands, but it's just like your children, you know, when they're at the hospital and they have to stay. I'm like, I want to stay with them. I would have too if they had let me, but they don't let you. Excuse me. I've got allergies. We're all trying to fight something over here. I think it's allergies. The weather keeps turning. One day it's in the low 80s. Today it's supposed to be in the mid 90s, and we're all just having one heck of a time over here with colds and allergies. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take my Tarte angled brush, and I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation. The reason why I haven't used this foundation in a while is because for some reason I based this on my psoriasis popping out of my face. I don't know if this is, it just seemed like every time I used it, pop, there comes a psoriasis out of my face, and I'm like, okay, this isn't cool, I don't like this anymore, so I'm not using it. So I had given it to Katie, and actually this is really too light for Katie because she is a tad darker than I am. She's got, you know, more of her father's pigments than mine. But I do absolutely love this foundation. It is, oh, and I wanted to tell you, you know, me as a QVC girl, that Kat Von D is now on QVC. So if you want to go and get any of her things, it's not on Easy Pay yet, but I imagine that soon she will be. You know, they'll do that, see how well her stuff sells. I have some eyeshadow from her, I have a lipstick from her, and I don't have anything to say bad about her makeup, her cosmetics. They are all, I believe, worth the money that you pay for them. The Lock-It foundation, you do not need a powder over it. It dries like you have no makeup on at all. That's why I liked it so much. But it seemed like, we'll see if my psoriasis come down on my face. If they do, then it's got to be that, because I've never had a foundation, though, do that to me. That's why I'm thinking, I don't know about this. Interesting. So, see how well that blends in. It takes all the redness away. Yes, I do look a little bit like a ghost. It is definitely a full foundation. You do not need a lot of it. But I'm going to go ahead and put on the rest of my stuffs. And let's see, maybe put a little color back into my face. I'm using the Mineralized Skin Finish MAC Semi-Precious Rose Quartz. This has a highlighter in it as well. It's the blush around and then the highlighter, so you don't even have to worry about a highlighter. Your cheeks look just all aglow. I wore this yesterday in my video, and I have another one I like too that's MAC. So those two sunscreens I really like, from a girl who didn't put sunscreen on a lot when she was younger and had blisters on her face. I totally believe in sunscreen now. I was raised, my father was in the Coast Guard, and I was raised on the water, and we had a boat, and every weekend we went out boating on the water with friends. And at first the boat did not have a canopy, so we're out in the middle of the lake or the river, and there's no protection, and I had no protection on my skin. So of course, what happens? You know, you get burnt, especially as fair as I am. I know there's much fairer people out there with the same problem. You know, we're not really, I know I'm not a sun worshiper at all by any means. I used to try to be, because most of my friends had olive complexion tones, and I didn't understand, how come you can go out in the sun and I'm sitting here burning and I have to be under shade? Kind of embarrassing, you know, it's just kind of embarrassing. When you're so white, you don't want to wear shorts because people make fun of you. I'm sure all of you know about that, you know, who are fair. But I wish I would have taken better care of my skin back then. I really do, because you know, you don't think about that when you're younger. You're invincible, and that stuff really doesn't bother you. Okay, so that being that, I'm going to put a little bit of a, oh, I used my Tarte Princess for my contouring, and I'm going to put just a little bit, hello, where are my little brushes? I'm going to put a little bit of the Gilded Glow from Bare Minerals. Put just a little bit on my forehead just to give it kind of a, you know, maybe I do have a little color. Hey, maybe she's not as fair as what she seems, so I'm actually faking, okay? So don't tell anybody. I'm a faker. I'm going to make my nose look smaller because my husband says that I have a big nose. I don't think I have a big nose. I don't think I have a big nose. I think I have a little cute nose. I think he has a big nose. Okay, so that is that. I have all my face stuff on. Of course, I still need to put my eyebrow, you know, my eyebrow stuff, which I use a shadow for that. I don't use the pencils anymore. It just goes on so much simpler when I do it with my contoured brush. This is more like a eyebrow brush. So I just get my little brush and I go over that. Come on now, hair. You can tell I really need to color my hair. I just haven't, it hasn't been colored in weeks, and usually I'm right on top of it. It's just been crazy. Of course, now that school's started, you know, it's just gotten crazier. But I'm hoping that I could keep all my animals at bay, keep plugging along with schoolwork. You know, the life of a mother, you all know that. The life of a mother is never easy, but it is very rewarding at the end. When Caitlin earned all her honors when she graduated, I was so ever so proud of her. And it wasn't, you know, I couldn't pat teachers on the back. I had to pat her and I, because she worked very hard. She knows a lot about everything. And if there's something that she finds she doesn't know very much of, she will learn and read until she understands more about it, and then come in and tell me about it. Or if I say, I wonder what, you know, I'm so much like that too, is when I say, you know, I wonder about something. And she's like, well, Mom, you know, this, and this. And she is smart by nature, I'm telling you. She's loved books from the beginning of life, and I think that's very important for kids to like those books. Now, Grace liked books at the beginning of her life, but she took very good care of her books, but she grew out of it. You know, trying to get her read now is, she's just, you know, Mom, I don't want to read, but you have to read. Everybody has to read. So anyways, I'm going to finish up my makeup, and then I'll come back and show you my outfit of the day. I got some new jeans, and I will be right back. Okay, everybody, I am finished with my makeup, and today I just put a really, you know, I didn't go all out of my way with my makeup today. I'm just going to the vet anyways. They all know me in there and see how I look in the morning when I have to drop off early. So what I have, I love this top. This is a New York & Company top. Now, their clothes, their jeans, I think you can buy up to an 18, but their shirts only come up to an extra large. And this one just barely fits me. So, I wish their shirts were larger than that, you know, and catered to more plus size women, but they don't. But this is extremely comfortable. And then I just got some, they call these low waist skinny pants at American Eagle. I don't think they're low waist. They come up to my belly button, and that, you know, and I got some high waist. I wonder if they come up to here. Woo! But they fit really nice, and I know by the end of the day they will stretch and they won't be as snug and as comfortable, you know, but what can you do? My shoes are just my sandals. I painted my toes finally, so they look halfway decent, so I can wear sandals now. And that's all I'm gonna do. I was thinking about wearing some, you know, some nice wedge sandals, but I have to take Winnie to the vet for his ear and his paw, and he likes to sometimes lead me instead of me leading him, and he's so strong. I mean, if he wanted to, he could probably take off and have me, you know, on the ground behind him, just taking me, giving me road rash if he wanted to. There's my Nala. Can you see her? It's not very clear, is it? And my mama, there they are. Yeah, my little mama right there. She's gonna go in today and get her stitches out. Hi, Nala. My Nana doesn't have to go today, huh, baby? See, I was there yesterday. Huh, baby? So, yeah, she was there yesterday. The doctor decided she wanted a urine gravity sample from her. And so all night before last, I don't know if I said in my other video, my neighbors probably think I'm the kookiest thing come sliced bread. I mean, I am. When Winnie did his first real poop, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but I have to say it. I did the Indian poop dance. I mean, I was, you know, or not the Indian poop, the Indian weather dance. I was going around his poop, and I was just so happy that he finally had, you know, his stomach was getting better, and it wasn't so sore, and he didn't have the runs anymore. Well, night before last, in order to get Nala to give me a urine sample, they said to use a ladle. So I have this long metal ladle, and every time it started at 1 o'clock, she would want to go to the bathroom. I'd be out there, and she'd turn around and look at me like, ew, what are you doing? So she'd hold it. Then an hour later, she'd have to go out, and she'd hold it because I'm right there with the ladle, and she's like, you're not, no, Mom. Finally, my son went out on the patio at like 8 in the morning, and he starts singing her the Frozen song, Let It Go. I tell you, my neighbors think we're nuts. And so she went, and I got a whole stream of it. Poor thing, probably could have filled up 20 of those. She had held it for so long. But I did get it, and I should find out the results today. So they know me all down at the vet, and you know, it's kind of sad because they tell me that I take such good care of my animals. They don't see that. And that's really sad. I mean, you gotta take care of your animals. They have nerves, they have feelings, they get sick too. And I can't stand to know that anybody, not just my pets or my children, but anybody is in pain. It breaks my heart to know someone is out there in pain. And like I've said before, sometimes I have sucker written across my forehead because in Tracy, supposedly we are a very giving city, so everybody from the outskirts cities that panhandle, they come to Tracy. So there's a lot of regulars here. I will not give to them because they start to get angry and pushing their signs at your car, and I mean, they start really wanting that money. I won't give to them, but to the people that don't ask, like there's a woman around here that you can tell has mental illness. She'll talk to the air, and I've talked to her before. I've gone and gotten her a roasted chicken, Katie and I did, and a whole bunch of cookies and chips. And the roasted chicken I didn't think she was going to eat because it was already roasted. She thought we were going to give her poison, that somebody had done that before to her. And I think that is so awful. It's just so awful. And I guess I just have a huge bleeding heart, and so does my daughter, and she really needs to be careful because she has helped men before, and that's where I'm a little more timid to get out and help somebody of my car. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel for people that are in pain and have mental health issues. I know my own mental health issues. I know the hell that I went through with them. I know what it feels like to want to die. And I hate to hear that other people suffer that way, and I just, you know, when I pray, I just wish for peace on the world and all those poor animals that are abused and are sick, and they have no one to take care of them. So over my sob story now. I know this video is going to be a long one again, so I'm so sorry for that. I guess I'm making up for the videos I didn't do the other couple days. But I need to go so I can get Mia's stitches out. She'll be happy of getting those stitches out of her eyes. They look really uncomfortable. So I hope you all have a great weekend. If I do not see you tomorrow or Sunday, I will definitely see you Monday. And I should have more stuff by then. I bought a bunch load of jewelry, and I'm so excited because a lot of it are chokers. So we'll see. Okay, guys. Love you all. Be safe, and have a great Friday.